trading off against each other. We just use no water, not no water. That's your pension contribution.
Good afternoon. I'd like to call the meeting of the Escondido Library Board of Trustees to order. Is there anyone who would like to speak to an item that is not on the agenda? Okay, you all received your minutes in advance. Are there any additions or corrections? Have a motion to pass the minutes? It's moved by Schwab, seconded by Corney. All those in favor, please vote.
4-0.
Current business, Pulitzer Prize collection. Is that Katie? Thank you.
Hello, board. I've been continuing our research into the winners of the Pulitzer for novels, and then became the winner of fiction. They changed the name of it. I did a comparative study between Escondido Public Library, the San Diego County Library System, and the San Diego Public Library System. I also checked all of the titles in the WorldCat database, and we used them to get interlibrary loans. So my findings state that San Diego County Library System owns 58 of the 92 titles. The closest branch to us is the San Marcos branch. The San Diego Public Library System owns 89 of the 92 titles, and their closest branch is Rancho Bernardo. All of the items are available via interlibrary loan. So if a patron wanted an item we did not have, there's two options they would have available to them. We would recommend that they either put in a purchase suggestion form through our website. If the item is available from our purchasing vendor, we would then add it to the collection. If they just wanted to read it, we could get an interlibrary loan for them for $2. So I did a cost analysis as well, because to purchase the items that Escondido doesn't have, which is there are 43 titles we don't have, to purchase all of them, it would cost anywhere between $782 and $1,005. Whereas if a patron were to borrow those items via interlibrary loan at $2 a title, it would cost that patron $86. So it would take, to break even with that cost, it would take 9 patrons asking for all 43 titles in order for that cost to balance out. So what we are doing to publicize the Pulitzer collection, we are putting a display in the month of February and another display in the month of August with our Pulitzer fiction winners that we do have. We will also have marketing materials available that will instruct patrons on how to do a purchase suggestion or an interlibrary loan if there's a title we have or we don't have that they'd like to read. I've also spoken with Elmer, the Friends of the Library shop, and I'll be providing him with the list of items we don't have so that if there are good quality donations for this category that come in, we would then add them to our collection.
Anyone have a question for Katie?
Okay, I've never borrowed a book. Had asked the library to borrow a book for me. So if it's $2, does the patron pay that? Okay.
Yes, the patron would pay the $2 because the item may come from as far away from as out of state. We have many libraries in the United States are part of this WorldCat. So we borrow from whoever has it. We try and borrow as close as we can, obviously, so it comes quickly and whatnot. But it just depends on who's got it in at the moment and who's able to lend it to us.
Roughly how many loans do we do a month?
That's a great question, and I do have that statistic.
Somehow I knew you would.
So the total number of interlibrary loans that get checked out, if you look at the statistics report, in November we had 11, in October we had 10, and in September we had 6. So it really depends. There are a few kind of what I call powerhouse patrons who make great use of this service, that use it quite frequently. But I'd say, I think the most I've ever seen over the past 2 years in 1 month period is 15. So we tend to trend lower, maybe 4 or 5 a month usually, I think.
Okay.
Other questions?
Yes. How long have we been at our library charging a fee for a person, to get a book for done at our library? You say it's a $2 fee now? Is that a new thing, or has it been going on for a long time?
I've never used this microphone. Is it on? Okay. I've never used this microphone. I'm usually at the table. So I've been here for 13 years, and there's always been a fee charged. And actually, it's always been $2. We've never increased the fee in the 13 years that I've been here. That fee is not actually cost recovery in terms of the staff time it takes to process the interlibrary loans and the shipping costs, both to receive the book and then to send it back to the loaning library. But we had brought this previously to the board as a discussion item about the potential of increasing that cost to make it cost recovery. And at that time, the board had decided not to do that, that it could potentially discourage people from utilizing the service.
As I look back, Katie, at the motion that we passed last time, you've accomplished everything on there. You've answered all of my questions at least. And I wanted to give the board one more chance to see if, as you look at that motion that we passed last time, if there's anything there that would be additional information that you need. Katie, I appreciate you following up on that.
Let me add to that. You've gone above and beyond. We kind of asked if you look at the county's system, and you look at the city and the county, and the ILL. So that's quite a bit of extra effort for times 97. Yeah. So I'm very pleased with the extra effort you put in on that. Thank you.
Thank you.
John,
Yes.
question. We'll have this set up. Is there any way to get some estimate of how responsive the public is to this program? Is there any way to give us a number periodically? How's it going? Or is there a lot of activity? That kind of thing.
We can look at the circulation stats for those books specifically. So we can just track the statistics and let you know the number of Pulitzer Prize-winning novels that are going out, and we can also let you know if there's any that are repeatedly requested as well.
I was just wondering in terms of, there's an activity that we provide for the public. This is something new, and if it shows that there isn't a large interest in it, then the question for you folks, of course, is to, if that's, you suggest a change, you would come back, I suppose, to the board and suggest a discontinuance. I'm not hoping for that. I'm just wondering if, to what degree is there a benefit?
Okay, I think we had a discussion 2 meetings ago that I think for most books, we look at if there's been any use in the last 3 years. We were talking about going 5 of these.
Right.
Is that correct?
Right, as far as no circulation.
Right, no circulation.
But what we can look at, since we're going to do a display in February, we can track the stats of the Pulitzers starting that month. And we can also see, because there's very, very likely to be spikes in February and August due to the display. So we can track for a year and see how those are going.
Thank you.
Yeah, like I said, if that shows a lot of usage, then you can make a recommendation or just go out and buy if you see something being used. I'm sure you'll do that anyway.
Right.
Right. So, okay.
And that will be in here. There. And that'll be in the February and August, not February through August, right?
Correct, it's two separate displays, just to get it up and noticed twice a year to see if maybe that creates interest in those books.
And you can track both of them.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
So you can go to a book item and flag it to be tracked, or
Well,
reports on it?
we can create a record set of the books that are Pulitzer novels.
So it's like an inventory subset?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions? Thank you very much. Update on the Palomar Library at Escondido. Joanna?
Hi, so I'm happy to report. Oh, no, it's okay. I'm good. I'm happy to report that the partnership with Palomar is moving forward. The last piece before we bring it to the City Council is for the Escondido Library Foundation to vote on the contribution that they're going to make to improving the infrastructure at the library on the Escondido campus. They are scheduled to meet for their meeting January 27th, so we're hoping to have a decision that day, and then it is on the future agenda for City Council on February, Zach, 15th, 22nd?
I believe it's the 22nd.
February 22nd. So things are moving forward, and we're really excited to have a space that is very comfortable and welcoming for the public. A big piece of it is really going to be the outreach and education of the community about the fact that this is a facility that is open to them, that there are materials there they can check out and resources that they can take advantage of. So we'll have more information in February.
February 12th. I just checked. Verify. Yeah.
So, Joanna, we haven't heard a lot about the details because we probably shouldn't have heard those yet. At what point will we know, like, how much staffing it might take out of our regular library?
None. So
That's what I was interested in.
right. So the relationship, this partnership really is more, the brunt of it is really more on Palomar's part. There isn't any responsibility at this point for any of our library staff. It's really just the city working with Palomar to help, again, use our networks to advertise the fact that this resource exists and to bring our connection with the foundation to the table to provide some monetary contribution to upgrading their facilities. We're also providing potentially some shelving that we would be surplusing out of our main library that we're no longer in need of that can help expand the ability for them to display materials at their college location. It's definitely possible in, I would say, like a phase 2 of this partnership that we could get to a place where we're doing some joint programming and things like that, and that would then fall to library staff, but we're not quite there yet. This is really just about opening it up more to the public, even though it is already publicly accessible, just really educating the public that this is a resource that's there, making it very welcoming and friendly to them, improving the signage so that people know where that facility is located, improving the parking access on Palomar's campus. So these are all details that we've been working out with them, but again, the brunt of the responsibility is really on Palomar at this point.
Will we share any materials with them?
We have talked with Elmer and with the Friends of the Library about potentially donating books that come in through the Friends that are either weeded from our collection because they're no longer needed, or they're donated directly to the Friends, but they're still in great condition. Mostly children's materials, things like that, to help grow their children's collection. But in terms of circulating materials, at this time, we're not sharing collections.
Other questions?
Yes, I have a question. I'm assuming, since that includes high school students,
Yes.
as in the past, I think, they have used part of the library.
Yes, absolutely. Public or high school students can access the Palomar facility.
And they can come in, there are places for them to study, if they want to read and study.
Yes, and that's part of what, if the Escondido Library Foundation votes to approve this, that's part of what their contribution will go toward, is making more comfortable sitting and studying and charging facilities within the current library.
It's open to the public.
Yes.
Other questions? Thank you, John.
Sure.
Library Director's report.
Hello, we had some some changes in staffing for the positive. Min Tran and Araceli Capilla have expanded their responsibilities and are now working as a customer service desk and taking on additional responsibilities since they've become library assistant 2s at the beginning of January. Also, our newest staff member, Gabriel Ruiz, is working on her master's in library science, along with Chris Baldwin and Aspen Hill, who are still chipping away at theirs on a part-time basis. Additionally, just recently found out yesterday, Gabriel Diaz has been accepted into a program through the California State Library to work toward his bachelor's degree. So a lot of education happening at the library. Also in December, the Youth Services Department hosted their annual tree trimming party with Santa. There were 220 guests. Santa read, sang songs, and took pictures with the families. We also had a crowd of 110 for our first ever Happy New Year's Eve, which is really cool. It's a chance for youngsters to bring in the new year with a balloon drop and confetti and all of that fun stuff. But they do it at noon rather than midnight. And let's see, sorry, I lost my spot here. Additionally, we hosted 9 programs for children ages kindergarten to 6th grade with 113 people in attendance. There were 9 preschool age children with 456, and we had 1 outreach with 25 people. Adult Services hosted a writers group with an attendance of 18, 2 book clubs with a total of 26 attendees, and our second Saturday concert had 68 attendees. We also had 125 attendees at our International Game Week, and Festive Felts brought in 66 attendees, and our fan favorite film had 10. Our literacy department helped in this past year, 107 students work toward their literacy goals, and we got in 11 new students joining since July, and interviews are lined up for more students already in 2010. Or sorry, 2020. Wow. Sorry about that. Also, this is not in your notes, but an exciting point to add is our annual survey is ready, so that's going to be going out no later than next week, possibly even tomorrow, so there will be an email blast gathering that strategic survey information.
How many people get surveys?
That's a good question. I'll have to get back to you because I know it goes to all of our card holders, and then we'll be doing other promotions trying to get people to take it.
I have to ask, what is a festive felt?
Oh, it's basically creating a felt Christmas ornament.
Okay. Okay.
I want to compliment you on this new format that you're using for the library report. I really like it. I can deal with it before I get here a little bit and digest it. The other thing that I'm really pleased about is I was very concerned when we converted to LSNS that we keep the level of education up. And so I'm really pleased to see you letting us know when we have people working on their master's degrees, et cetera, because that was a big concern for me. And I'm very pleased that people are keeping, that we are keeping an emphasis on the education part for our employees. So thank you for including that.
Could we just discuss the subject you just mentioned? Some of the staff members like to increase their credentials, so they attend courses to move up the ladder with regard to certain credentials and so forth. That's been going on for some time in Escondido. People want to attend college courses, which will help them receive a certain kind of credential and sort of move up the ladder with regard to that. Are there budgets in the library budget specifically to pay for any current employee to attend the class? In other words, to pay for tuition or the cost of that class?
Yes, for the Masters in Library Science, LS&S will reimburse students once they've completed and passed all the 5 courses. And there's also a loan forgiveness program. Oh, okay. There's also a loan forgiveness program if they've already completed their loans.
So if a student wants to take a particular course, it's available.
Oh, if they just wanted to take one course or a class, we do have professional development as as a part of our budget that we could pay for a class.
I see. Well, I'd like to mention, and you're aware of this, I'm sure, the Friends of the Library for some years had a high priority for paying for students who were willing to upgrade their credentials without any, and in other words, we would pay for the course and so forth. And we enjoyed that very much. And the other positive thing about that, there's no requirement on the part of that student to remain here because they've got some support. They go on someplace else and learn. So it's good that there are funds available in the library budget as well as funds are available as well as priorities for the Friends of the Library. It's an excellent way to help young people move up the ladder, more productive. Thank you.
Any other comments? I believe we've covered our agenda. Is there a motion?
I have a question too, before we move on. Regarding the meeting schedule, I might be traveling out of the country on February 13th, that week. So, but I'm not sure yet if that's going to happen or not. So if we were to reschedule the meeting, when do you need to know there to post notice, or how would we handle it? Or Zach, for that matter?
Great question. So we have to post the agenda 72 hours before the meeting to be in compliance with the Brown Act. But to prepare the agenda, it probably takes about 1 week. So I would think 2 weeks minimum would be helpful to know. So if by the end of January, you know that you want to have the meeting time change, but also that would generally necessitate
Of course.
agreement of the board.
So my next question was to Ron then. So Ron, would you rather have me being absent on that short notice or reschedule the meeting?
Well, I really appreciate the problem. I think since we have rescheduled already 3 meetings, if there's no one else going to be absent, I'd rather leave it alone.
Okay.
But if any of you other board members, I was just looking at my calendar, if there's any other board members on the 13th that appear to not be able to be here, then I think we should
Okay.
appreciate you bringing it forward.
Like I said, it's not even for sure that I will travel yet. So, okay. Thank you very much.
Elmer and John, does your calendar look? I'll be here.
I'm pretty sure I've already got it on here. I'm checking now.
What was the date?
13th of February.
Yeah, I got it. I was just going over the statistics sheet, and I don't have. I should have gone back and got more months to look at to see if there's any seasonality that matches up. I'm just looking for something that's more than 20% different, and the only one that kind of jumps out at me is hold satisfied. Is that we just didn't have that many requests, or?
I would have to look a little more in depth at that. I'm not really certain why. It's kind of ramping up for the holiday season. My education
Yeah,
has to be
like I said, if I looked, and I didn't look, I didn't do any research. It may drop every year, or it may have 20% drops a couple times a year, which is not a big deal. I just don't know.
I can take a look and do a comparison to November of last year and see what that looks like.
Okay.
Okay, is there anything else?
Ron,
Yes.
I couldn't get my calendar fast enough. What is
The
the date?
February 13th.
The question is, can we meet on the?
We already have a meeting scheduled for
We
that.
have a meeting scheduled. We just wanted to know if you were going to be out of town. We don't want more than one member absent. But I know how it's tough on Zach to get this room and so forth, so if we can get 4 here, I would recommend not changing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Okay, it's motioned by Swab and seconded by Gorney for adjournment. Please vote.
Motion approved, 4-0.
Thank you.